Laughing at Cortez 3.
This is Laughing at Cortez 3. This ain't just the third in the series, but it's like the 11th video, something like where we have fun with occasionally Cortez. When we left off in the previous video, we were reading the responses to this tweet by Cortez.
And for the curious and Latinx culture, I don't even know how to say it, Latinx culture. Children take both their parents' names. It's not a progressive new thing. It's just how some new names work. Puerto Ricans hyphenates. Others mark differently. Your last name, the families that came together to make you. AOC is also fine. You know what? People used to call her Sandy, but apparently now you can't call her anything but AOC or her full name. Anyway, folks, we were reading the responses to that. We're going to skip over the ones we already read, and let's go straight to this one here.
I'm the victim. Then the next person, okay, Ocasio. The next person, thanks for talking down to a whole lot of people when you have beef with one or a few people. Merp. So yeah, I mean, look, I bet you a lot of people who like her and love her just call her Cortez for short. And now all of a sudden she's like, you can't call me that. If you call me that, you're bad.
Oh. All right, well then let me be bad. So Fuck you, bitch. I'll take that option any day.
She's alienating people who like her. Yeah, which you can count on. By the way, all of the labor unions, all of them, all labor unions do not like her. Yeah, and that's indicative because this is common with socialists. Socialists hate the working class that they're supposed to be championing as socialists. Even over in the Soviet Union, they actually, the people who vanguarded the revolution actually hated the working class. They hate the working class. They're supposed to be all about the working class, but in reality, they hate the working class.
It's the same tactic that Ocasio here fucking takes with Latinos. It's tell them one thing, but really you feel completely different about them.
Oh, finally we have something in her favor. After all that ragging on her, the next person says, you're great, embrace AOC, can't go wrong with that. Okay, so that's one person, actually it's the second person in this entire thread that hasn't been ragging on her. And it's the second person who is not funny. So the next person replying to AOC, triggered, and it's got the trigger gif of somebody being triggered, looking, I guess, kind of vaguely pretty Hispanic looking person. The very next person, Cortez family name synonymous with the destruction of the Aztec Empire. You must have been your Spanish ancestors.
The spreader of syphilis.
The very next person, thanks for the lecture, AOC, message received. The very next person, the paperwork for changing my last name to get is hyphenated. Wait, okay, let me try that again. The paperwork for changing my last name to get, I think they mean get it hyphenated, is a real pain, but I'm inspired by you to keep working on it. Oh, it's not funny, but I'm laughing because I'm just giddy now. The next person, ratchetness is a choice. Okay, whatever. Fajayan. I'm not sure if I'm saying this guy's name right, but I thought it was Ocasio-Cortez. My error, sorry.
Sounds more accurate.
The next person says, they're trying to be demeaning.
It's not hard with this one.
Well, no, see, the thing is, they were not trying to be demeaning, but now that you've made it that way, now we're trying to make it demeaning.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like...
Because, if you're going to be an asshole about it, okay.
Like, wait a second,
now I'm willing to offend you on purpose. They're just trying to be demeaning, like the extra millisecond it takes to say Ocasio just isn't worth it. Whatever. Or there are those that seem to lose their precious English language ability when they, quote unquote, can't pronounce your name. Well, it's not in English. It's just, okay, never mind. You wouldn't get it if I explained it anyway. Take it as a compliment. Your very name strikes fear. The very next person, lose. The very next person, you're right, lose. The point remains the same. Oh, okay, because loose their name, losing. Okay, so, whoa, wait a minute, wait. I almost missed something. I'm sorry. This is funny and I've almost missed it. this person that's bitching about English, they wrote, or there are those that seem to lose their precious English language ability.
Okay, if you're gonna correct people,
Right.
don't fuck up in your own settings.
And then the next person corrects them, lose. And the next person, then the person again, you're right, lose. The point remains the same, however, like.
No, the point is lost on you because you already done fucked up.
Right, the next person.
Whoops.
It's weird because they rarely choose to leave out the Hussein part of Obama's name. Actually, they usually do. It depends. Well, I mean, it depends. If it's people like Sean Hannity and Rush Limbaugh and all that, yes, they made sure they said the Hussein part. Maybe there's a reason for that. Cool story, Cortez.
Yeah.
The very next person, you gotta contact Twitter. They are immature. They are immaturely just calling you at AOC. Wait, how's that immature? That's her handle, you idiot. You just replied to at AOC.
Uh-huh.
Wow, you gotta contact Twitter. They are okay. Maybe he's making a joke. Let's read the whole thing. You gotta contact Twitter. They are immaturely just calling you at AOC. Oh, okay. He's making a joke. He's saying Twitter calls you at AOC. It's fine though. We went through this same situation. See, I'm slow. It's fine that we went through this same situation last year when at Steve Smithel was not being referred to as senior. Offenses all around. Let's make sure we hammer down these name-calling issues ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
The very next person, Twitter, where the words flow like hate, all safe behind screens. The comments to this, shaking my head. Okay, that was so boring.
Yeah.
Okay, next
A
person.
little flat there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like your moralistic Aunt Betty pearl clutching.
It's just not funny.
It's just not funny.
It's not
You
I
come
mean, I
acro-
can make fun
look,
of it. It'll be funny, but
It's weird.
Yeah.
The last few years, okay, when I was growing up, it's like if you lived a wild kind of lifestyle and you like to go to the clubs and get all sexy and maybe like, not have just one man, one woman sex, and if you want to like party and have some freaky ass good times and, go to fetish clubs and all that kind of shit, that was kind of the luck. Now it seems the
Yeah.
left is not wild, crazy, kinky, and sexy or funny. They're the new version of church ladies. Moralistic, just like, morose, serious, Victorian era kind of stuff, just like laughing is evil, humor is evil. Except they don't call it evil, they call it whatever, racist, sexist, blah, 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 blah. It's the same fucking shit.
It's
Fuck your boring
boring.
moralistic stuff. You are so fucking boring. You are humorless, boring, unsexy, and I mean that in both the literal sense and in more the wide sense, like uninteresting, tedious, moralistic preaching, fucking Mrs. Grundy kind of stuff, okay? Wow. And if you don't know what I mean by Mrs. Grundy, look that up, okay? It's a metaphor for people like this, except it was more of a Victorian sort of like, they said about Mrs. Grundy that she always had something to judge on people, to look down at people and be like, that's wrong. Well, that's you, okay? You fucking SJWs are so boring. I prefer Alexandria occasionally coherent. Very occasionally. The next person says, whatever you do, don't tell them about Texas. I don't think they could process it.
yeah, exactly.
Zing.
Exactly my fucking point. Rosales, Gonzalez, Hernandez, Quintanilla, etc.
Santana.
All unhyphenated. You know why?
Because you
they
don't
don't
do
do
that.
that
Yes. So the same person again. Also, don't tell him what her father's last name actually is. That might also burn out the synapses.
Yeah.
Don't tell her about Cortez.
Don't tell her about her fucking
Jesus, this is funny.
STD spreading ancestor.
The very next person, I keep having to practice saying your name. Sorry. The very next person, pretty asinine that you even have to point this out. Out of respect, you should be addressed by your name, and it shouldn't be that hard to do this, but laziness wins out. Look,
It's
you
not about
ass-kissing
being lazy.
person. It's just what people do. People abbreviate people's names, okay?
And here's the thing. This is not about being lazy.
No.
This is she challenged the public. She called us all out and went, you can't say this. If you tell me I can't say something, guess what, bitch? I'ma definitely say it. and I'm gonna make a joke about your ass while I'm fucking saying it. Hence
So-
all of these comments.
Yep.
I know.
Alexander.
Set herself up.
Oh, wrong one. This person, Violet Irwin. Good thing I only referred to you as the bartender then.
I like that.
Yeah, the very next person.
Oh, clever.
This meme right here. I may be stupid, but I'm proof that there are voters even more stupid. Well, here's the thing. It was not exactly. It didn't really. That's not how that
Didn't
worked.
actually get voted
That's
in
not how that worked. That's not how any
Won
of that
by
worked.
accident, literally by accident.
Right. So the next person, occasionally cogent. Next person, period. And she's just shrugging her shoulders. You look. People who make that gesture are vapid.
Yeah, they have. There's just a lot of air in there. If you held her up to your ear, you would hear the ocean. That's how hollow her brain is.
Yes. The next person, oh, please don't follow them down the rabbit holes. We, majority, love you. We thank you for your courage and help igniting ours. Full stop.
No, it's just actually
I think
the
not.
opposite. The majority of people find her detestable. And here's the thing. More and more people are finding her detestable. In fact, this whole... The Latino community, or the Latinx?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because we're Yeah. They're probably not going to like her very much after these kind of things. She's basically slapping him in the face with her fucking pretend lady dick, going, yeah, I'm brown. Worship me.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally told them, you're fucking idiots. In fact, I'm going to change your heritage right here and now in a tweet. Because I want to. Much like her ancestor. Changed all of their heritage real fucking quick with his dick and a sword.
Yeah. And then for some reason, all the ones that are not funny, that are in support of her, they're all grouped together down lower. So I'm just going to skip through them because they're just not even funny enough to laugh at. I mean, sometimes things are so not funny that they're funny, but these are just not funny.
Yeah, well, these people can't meme.
I mean, some of these people are literally thanking her, like, oh, thank you, Miss Cortez, for schooling us. We didn't know. We're sorry. TLDR. If you don't know, folks, that means too long, didn't read. And that's really rude, especially if someone is not really writing all that much. It's a tweet. You can't really write a long tweet.
Yeah.
Well, you just can't. You just can't do it. Okay, here's another funny one. My dear. It's Steve Harvey, just like, rolling my eyes. And let's see here. We're so sorry you have been offended. Have you looked up the meaning of capitalism yet? Says Ted Bear. Okay. Then we have a picture of, I don't know, he's some night show host. I don't know who he is. Gotta watch TV, folks. So, I don't know celebrity names very much. It's him going, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, cry me a river.
Next person has this meme, me trying to summon a fuck to give. And then the meme says, still nothing. So it's a nice picture, by the way. I like that picture. It looks like a nice witchy picture.
Well, alright, folks, that's it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe to us on BitChute to see the next episode. And I say subscribe to us on BitChute because you never know when YouTube's gonna give us a third and last strike on this channel and just delete it.
Alright everyone, on behalf of Tabby and myself, thanks for watching. Peace for the peaceful, tough love, equality of opportunity, not of outcome, and liberty for those who respect the freedom of others. See you next time.
This is serious. If we work our butts off to make sure that we take back all three chambers of Congress, all three chambers of government, the presidency, the Senate, and the House in 2020, we can't start working in 2020.